Citizen Brick has been making some very fun set collabs with Brick Designed. They have the 4 different options here. It's really hard to choose favorites. I do think I enjoy the 2 that do have the minifigures. It adds a little bit more value since you can use the parts in different builds. But all of these have really great print, really fun designs, and are just kind of cool. You could throw them in your city in different ways, which is kind of nice. Continuing some of those fun trends, we have a brand new set by both of them, which is this cash grab booth building kit here. You know, one of those money grabbing sort of games. Nice write-up on the back about both their companies, and all these are going to be official parts with pad printing, which is the same style of printing that Lego uses. Packaging for this build uses the exact same plastic clamshell that the hot tub set also used. And this has been pretty consistent for Citizen Brick with some of their sets and also some of their printed tiles. But let's go ahead and get this built and take a look. Like their other collab sets, it has a QR code on the card that you scan to get the instructions. And it is kind of fun to get the printed card like this. It's just something cool to kind of keep of the set. And before I actually get to building it, here are all the parts laid out, all 50 or so, plus the 7 printed parts as well, which are going to be kind of the reasons why you would get this, including the minifigure, the head and the torso were put together in the packaging, 3 different tiles with some dollar bills, and the fun cylinder pieces that also have the dollar bills printed on those. So it's kind of fun to see that detailing. Like I said, actually going to build it now. And here's the final build all put together. I'll definitely say aesthetically, you know, there's some pretty good stuff here, but structurally it kind of suffers a little bit. Minifigure can fit in there with some of the dollar bills in their hands, but you have to position the hands in the right way, otherwise they'll bump into the glass. You get the printed numbers and both sides of the cylinder. I believe that they have the same printing, so it just ends up being mirrored. Getting the figure out, you could just pull up, you know, it is just a snot brick connection to get this on the floor, so it's not going to be strong enough to just pull it off. You're going to do both hands. And it's a bit interesting the way they did that. It does hang off the back a little bit. It isn't like perfectly centered onto the tiles, which is probably what I would have done, but you know, it is kind of cool to have that extra little bit of carpet on the front, but it's strange to have it hanging off the back. I think that looks a bit weird. Getting the glass off, you know, you can take off the top, take off one of these. And this is where I'll say it is very weak, where it is just held together by one stud basically on the cylinder piece. And then I don't think that these parts have very good clutch. So it's not going to be holding onto it super, super strong. But very simple build. I'm not really going to go over like the building techniques. It is pretty straightforward, which is something that I wish wasn't the case for all of these. I think it would be cool to see something a little bit more creative build-wise. You know, the prints are going to be awesome. Always been a fan of those, but with that being said, some good prints. Let's take a look at the figure, which is going to have an exclusive torso as well as face print with these kind of nice goggle prints where you could use these for a couple different things, maybe some people in a science lab or even for skiing, snowboarding, any of those. The jumpsuit just has the printing on the front, nothing on the back. It's kind of fun to have the, I think, lilac hairpiece, kind of unique. So they threw in a fun piece there. You're going to get a pretty generic zipper and then just basically just jumpsuit lines and wrinkles. They have a name tag that says that it's Amy, so could be referencing a specific person. I know some people pointed out that there was a contestant named Amy in some sort of game show, so that could be a reference there. They get the 2 different dollar bills as an accessory, which is based off of prints that they've already done. But look nice. They have a nice neutral face on the George Washington there, since they are $1 bills. No complaints there. It is printed on black. Some of their dollar bills have had dark green printing, and some of them had black. These are those black variety ones. Nothing to complain about here, just some fun, useful parts. You could do an exterminator. You could use this as like a beekeeper suit. Lots of options there. Very fun face print. Love to see this on Flesh or any other colors at Brickworld coming up. And hopefully I can get some of those, but let's go to the final comparisons and the final verdict. And here are all of their sets lined up together, all of the collabs. And it's kind of tough to pick a favorite. Obviously, you know, they all have positives, they all have some negatives. For me, I feel like the ones that are like standalone character sets are my favorite. Zoltan, or, you know, Zoltar. Probably my favorite. I like that it comes with the whole figure that is very cool and unique. And this one's pretty fun too. I think all the prints are great. Execution on the build isn't amazing. One second, I guess I am missing one part of that there. That's the full thing. I like the colors. I think that's a good combo there. It's really fun to see the dollar bills printed as well as the physical tile accessories. But for me, you know, I think the skee ball is still really fun, and I really want to do an arcade. I just don't know when I would actually get around to doing it. Same for using the hot tub, I guess. You know, I need to build an apartment building or something. But I love seeing them collab with other people. Doing all these mini sets is great too, so you're not just having to buy a $200 set. You can get something small and fun. And for the most part, all these are real world objects you can throw into any build. So it's not even just custom Lego figure collectors that are going to love these. I think you're going to be pretty decently happy with this if you get it. The prints are great, and the cohesive all-together part is good. Like I said, though, when you're fiddling around with it, it's not super strong, but you set it up, put it on your shelf, in a case, whatever. Perfect. You're not going to have any problems with it. And it is a fun concept. I remember him talking about this at Brickworld Indianapolis. So I'm glad to see it actually come together as a product. But let me know out of these 5 sets, which one is your favorite? Do you have any in your collection? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to see more Citizen Brick videos or custom Lego reviews overall, check out all the videos on my channel. I've been Brick Radiop, and I'll see you in the next video.